What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of that boy, ECV. You already know, man, we are back on FragPunk. And first thing is I'm address is, so far, man, I did put out some posts that, hey, if you have any questions that you would like to ask a high-ranked player, because next week I'm going to be trying to do a video in which I get my boy back in here who is a master slash punk master player, and get in here and answer some questions for you guys on your climb, man. So also down in these comments as well, if you have any questions, put them down there and they'll hopefully be featured in next week's video, man. But for right now, I just want to talk to you guys for real quick about one thing. Shout out to my mans on Facebook who always be saying this, but we definitely do need to keep FragPunk alive, man. And the reason why I'm saying this for a few reasons, right? And the first one is going to be this. One of the few games that I have come across that when you play rank, sometimes you play rank in the game and you just can't get with the rank system, right? Like, I like Marvel Rivals as a game. I like the game. I also am very good at it. But when it comes to that rank system, I can't do it, bruh. You know, I can't just be okay with, oh, since the whole team lost, I have to lose a certain amount of points. Like in this game, you lose, if your team loses, you lose a certain amount of points based on your position on the scoreboard. So if you're a top player in your team, but you always lose, you don't lose that much. You get what I'm saying? So I find that the rank system in this is very fair, and it's kind of rewarding as you're grinding, because if you're a good player, you're gonna be getting the most points when you win, and if you do happen to lose, you're gonna be losing the least amount of points when you lose. And this is one of the games that, even though it does have a carry factor where if you have just a great player or a good person on your team, they can pretty much carry you the entire way, which could hurt you in the same breath as they can take all the kills. But ultimately, at the end of the grind is kind of rewarding. Now, another thing, the content has been very, very consistent coming out the devs, man. We're getting consistent updates. We're getting new events on a regular basis, new skins for these weapons. But even though we have had consistent content, I do have to remind everybody that, yes, the prices are a bit outrageous. Okay, the prices for a lot of these things in the store are outrageous. Even like the other one for the Shard Card Tour event, they had the thing in there where you get the little discount card, and even with the discount card, it still didn't even make a difference. So I do think that they might want to go in there and adjust their pricing just a little bit, or at least if you're going to make people go in and do an event to get a card for a discount, at least make the discount worth it, in my opinion. Like, I don't even think the discount was truly worth it. Like, I think you still had to buy the same amount of coins anyway, and it was like near the top of the side where the most coins you'd have to buy in order to get it. So it was just kind of weird how that worked out. But hopefully in the future here, if they do that again, the actual discount is actually significant, or hopefully they just adjust their pricing overall, which I think they should do, even though they do have a wide variety of pricing, because right now there's skins for as low as $1, and then, you know, stuff for up to $50 and so on and so forth. So it does also kind of depend on how you feel and what you want to spend on the game. Because honestly, if you enjoy the game and you want the game to continue, we do still got to fund it in some shape, form, or fashion. So we got to do that. Now, the main thing I got to say about this is, and I mentioned this in a lot of my earlier videos or earlier commentaries, is the fact that, to me, this is the best search and destroy game that is out there, right? So I initially started my time on Call of Duty, and that's when I initially was introduced to search and destroy. Now, I like Call of Duty multiplayer. I enjoy everything about that, but I never liked search and destroy in Call of Duty. Never did I enjoy it, probably because there's so many one-shot kill weapons. Now, don't get me wrong, this has some one-shot kill weapons, with the snipers being as OP and a problem. But for some odd reason, Call of Duty is a little bit worse, I feel like. After that, I did try Valorant for a while, and you know, the one thing that I said to my homeboy when I played this in comparison, like when I compare this to Valorant, to me, Valorant is way more bland. This game has more life, in my opinion, with Valorant when it comes to the characters and the vibrant colors of the maps. Also, too, when I played Valorant, I could never really get with the abilities, even though it seemed like pretty much all the abilities did the same thing. It was pretty much just like a blind for everybody. While in this one, I think your abilities are way more varied and things of that nature. So I do believe like the characters and the world and everything is way more vibrant, and also just the gameplay. Like when I played Valorant, I was bored. I don't know if it was the speed of the game or how it looks or what it was, but I was bored. I never got into the economy system or anything like that. But when I did pick up FragPunk, I was able to get into the whole economy system, the search and destroy gameplay. And again, maybe this is a big reason for this is because of the shard cars, which again, I think is a great mechanic. We don't have too many games where, in between rounds, you have something like this that happens, where you can have something like big heads only or no headshots, or, now all the extra damages to the feet instead of to the head, or the one bullet, the one card now where all the initial damage is sent back to the person that shot you. So again, I really just think that FragPunk is very special. I think that I would actually recommend this game even to people that don't necessarily like Search and Destroy. I would still recommend this game because I just think it's special in what they got going here. So that's something else. Now, I do want to mention one quick negative, and maybe this isn't really me talking about something wrong with the game, but also kind of confirming something. But I swear, one time I was loading into rank, and then as I was loading in, I went into scrimmage. And then from the scrimmage, I quit because my homeboys got on. So I was like, cool, I'm just going to quit the scrimmage, right? But then it gave me an abandon, and I lost 50 points for that. So let me know if that happens to you guys down below and what that all about right there, man. But let me know how y'all feel down in these comments, man. Hey, do y'all think that the grind for rank has been rewarding? Also, how do y'all feel about the consistent content and the pricing? And last but not least, how do y'all think this S&D game holds up against others, man? Let me know down in them comments. Also, I'll be here next week with a video answering y'all's questions. But let's get a conversation started down in them comments, man. Now, I'm going to leave y'all off with the rest of this gameplay here in the background. And I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at that boy ETV. Now, catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace. (9 and 20)